Assalamualaikum viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Concept Biology by Hassan. Today the topic of discussion is about human ear. In our previous lecture, we will discuss the structure of human eye. You know that if we hear any voice, any sound, that our ear play a very vital role in hearing the sound. So, in this lecture, we will discuss about each and everything about ear. So let's start the topic. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Human ear consists of three parts. First one is outer ear, the next one is middle ear, and the third one is inner ear. If we talk about outer ear, then there is a structure of outer ear. This is a region we call it pinna. This is the canal, we call it semi auditory canal. We call it auditory canal. Our outer ear, we also called it external ear. External ear. There is two important structure which is present in our outer ear, auditory canal and the pinna. Next, talk about our middle ear. Our middle ear consists of three bony structures which we called it malleus, incus, and stapes. These are the three important bones that are present in our middle ear. If we talk about this region, this is the called eardrum or tympanic membrane. Viewers, eardrum is that structure of our ear which is not included in the inner ear, middle ear, or not included in the outer ear. This is the structure which separate the external ear to the middle ear. Eardrum. Eardrum is very important structure of our ear. Uh, if there is some there is something wrong with our eardrum, that then we cannot hear any voice. So it is very important structure, and it has ability to vibrate when the sound wave strikes on it, and it also has ability to move, to show the movement, back and forward movement. So it is a very important structure of our ear. And one more important thing, we also called it tympanic 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 membrane. In local language we called it eardrum, or in the scientific language we called it tympanic membrane. So we discuss outer ear and middle ear. Now the third and the very important structure of our ear is inner ear. Our inner ear consists of two main important structures. One is cochlea and the second one is semicircular canals, or you may say that semicircular rings. This is the structure which is called semicircular ring, and this is the structure which is called cochlea. Viewers, cochlea is a very important structure of our ear. There is a swallow structure which is present in semicircular ring we call is ampulla. This is the swallow structure of our semicircular ring we call ampulla. This is the three major uh, region of our air: outer air, middle air, and inner air. Now let us discuss the function of our air. You know that our air serve as a function of hearing, but our air serve as very important structure. It maintain our balance. If there is any wrong thing happening in our ear, then we cannot hear any voice, or we cannot even maintain our balance. So uh, it serves as a structure of hearing and balancing. The cochlea is related for hearing, and the semicircular ring is related for balancing of our body. Uh, if you think that which tell us to our to the body that our head is straight or it's bent, this function is related to the semicircular ring, because it contains the liquid. It contains the liquid, and uh, semicircular ring and cochlea contain the liquid. Semicircular ring tell us about the balancing of our body, and the cochlea tell us about hearing. These are the two very important structure for our inner ear. And if we talk about the fluid that is present in the inner side of semicircular ring and the cochlea, this fluid contains cells in it. Cells. This type of cells is present in the liquid of semicircular ring and cochlea, and these cells contain cilia. This is called cilia, and this is called cells. There is the calcareous particles that are present in the fluid, and these calcareous particles have ability to move in the fluid. If these calcareous particles strikes with the cilia, if this calcareous particle strike with the cilia, then what will happen? Then it sends signal to our brain in the form of nerves, because it generate the electrical electrical signal that reach our brain in the through the nerves. So our brain tell us the position of our body, and the voice that we hear. So one very important thing that I want to told you, uh, the frequency of sound waves that we hear is range between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Hertz is the unit of frequency, and there is cochlea, and this is the nerves that travel to our brain, and brain interrupt or process the information and tell to us what's happening there. And similar type of nerves that arise to the semicircular rings also reach to the brain and process the information, and our brain tell us that uh, your balance is the brain tell us your body is straight or left or right, or your body toward the gravity or away from the gravity. So there is two important function of our ear, hearing and balancing, that cochlea and semicircular ring play very important role. So that's all about the structure of human ear. If you have any query, any doubt about this topic, you will ask in comment section. I will definitely reply to your comments. And if you are new in this channel, please like, subscribe and share and send it to your friends. Jazakallah.